line. He looked like he had a belly. He looked like he had a belly. It is shameful. You got chefs in New Orleans. I'm not exaggerating. I'm quoting people. You got chefs in New Orleans who love him. They're looking for him. Every chef there wants to meet him because they know he'll show up to their restaurant. The word out on Zion Williamson is that he'll eat the table. I'm quoting. He'll eat the table.
Sheesh. The way some of the media has spoke about Zion Williamson this season, you would think he did something to them. Like, I'm talking about a real vendetta against this man. Because, of course, you know, it's their job to speak on sports and critique athletes. But let's be for real. When it comes to Zion, we be lying to say it doesn't sound personal sometimes. You see, the 2024 NBA season has been far from a smooth ride for Zion. I mean, between his history of foot injuries and general conditioning concerns, on top of some of the, messy situations he's been dealing with off the court in the past year, I just feel like he deserves more credit for how he's been handling everything. He's still fairly young in his NBA career, and being 23, he's pretty far out from hitting his ceiling, and yet he's already shown us NBA fans a ton to look forward to. But anyway, today, we're here to discuss the truth as it relates to Zion Williamson, because for the most part, a few months ago, the media was trying to convince us, like they swore, that Zion was just some undisciplined slob who's failing to make the most of his NBA career because he just can't get enough of how good that New Orleans food is.
Be too good, should be too seasoned. You know what I'm saying?
Should be too seasoned. Shit really, live for real, you live, it shit do be too seasoned, like.
But you see, suddenly the buzz around his name is starting to take a shift as he's been hooping. Yesterday reports came out that Zion has lost 25 pounds since the NBA in-season tournament in December. Y'all, that's a lot of weight, and as we can see, he just looks healthy. The New Orleans Pelicans are currently the 5th seed in the stacked Western Conference, and the way Zion's been playing this season, especially as of late, has a lot to do with it. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments. Do you believe Zion has received more criticism this season than he's deserved? And how highly do you view the Pelicans as they enter the playoffs? And yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks, back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the vid if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content, and we are on the grind to 5K, so I most definitely appreciate it. But back to the vid though. Alright, so despite me accusing the NBA media of lying to us all about Zion, I'm not trying to sit here and act like he's without flaws or, as if there was never a problem, specifically as it pertains to eating. I mean, come on now. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And between Zion's rookie year and where he is today, we can visually see he's gotten bigger. I'm talking about both fat and muscle, and he's acknowledged some of these struggles himself. Nearly a year ago to this day, he made an appearance on Good But Arena's podcast, and he was basically just admitting that he's had a hard time adjusting his diet, so I guess whatever is considered the standard or healthy for NBA players, giving reasons such as the fact that he's incredibly financially free. And yeah, I don't know about y'all, but to me this makes sense. With all due respect, you look at a guy like Zion, and he just looks like his appetite can get pretty big at times. Like, yeah, I ate my main meal, feel me, but dessert wouldn't hurt type stuff. However, it just becomes an excuse when you can acknowledge this and don't make any changes. But when it comes to Zion, I'm confused on the slander because that's not the case. He made the changes. It was just reported that he lost 25 pounds. And overall, this season, it's been pretty good for him. You see, he's played 56 out of the 67 games the Pelicans have had this season. And he's on pace to break his highest number of games played in the regular season, which is 61 in his sophomore year. Now, I understand if you look at this and it's like, damn, I'm not even really impressed. There's 82 games in a season and you're meant, or at least you're supposed to, play in all of them. But without the proper context, I mean, what are we doing? You're setting this man up for failure. Obviously, 61 games being his highest number of regular season games played to this day is not ideal, but with his injury history, it's just like, damn, we've got to acknowledge that when we're talking about his lack of availability. But anyway, I'm not here to harp on the past too much because lately the man Zion's been hooping. Thus far this season, he's averaging just under 23 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists on 58% shooting from the field and 70% shooting from the free throw line. Now, although this hasn't been a career year for him or anything like that, these aren't crazy numbers, But it's still important to recognize the fact that what he's doing is leading to wins. Is he averaging 30 points per game? Nah. But is he still the Pelicans' leading scorer? Yes. Does the Pelicans' offense run through him? Yes. And overall, are they better with him on the court rather than off of it? Yes. And so if we can acknowledge all of those things, then I really see no reason why this man is not getting his due credit. I mentioned earlier, he's not really having his best season in terms of career averages, which is true for the most part, but when it comes to playmaking and just his assist numbers, the 5 assists he averages is the most of his career up to this point. And I believe this just reflects the growth his game has gone through in the area of playmaking. Come on, y'all. The man is a 6'6" forward built like a linebacker. Those are not usually the guys we look at like, oh yeah, I bet bro be throwing dimes. He can probably run the offense. We gonna run the offense through him. But Zion, he actually possesses this ability to some extent, whether it be attacking the painted area to draw a double team and dish out to Herbert Jones or Trey Murphy, or whether it's working in a pick and roll with CJ McCollum, or if it's, using his gravity to free up opportunities for another nice scorer like Brandon Ingram or finding the cutter. I mean, how many scenarios do I need to name? To put it simply, Zion just knows how to play basketball. He knows how to make the offense flow. The Pelicans, they've won 3 out of their 4 matchups with the LA Clippers this season, which is a very respectable team. 4th in the Western Conference. And in one of those wins, Zion dropped a double-double with 21 points and 10 assists. Again, let's be real. These aren't things we would typically see from players his size, and this ability of his is just crucial to the Pelicans achieving success as they head into the playoffs. But yeah, anyway, as I go over all of these things, another example of this man receiving unnecessary criticism just popped into my head. Because do y'all remember when Zion saying that he's trying his best to buy into the system and that he's just kind of struggling was made to be a big deal by NBA media? Like, I remember people being like, oh, we can't tell, or just all kinds of mockery coming his way as he spoke about how he's been trying to take a back seat and, just trying to figure things out. Whole time, the dividends of him trusting the process and quietly working on himself are starting to come through. We all see it. The Pelicans are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and all the while we've been seeing Zion get back to himself as a bucket getter overall. Listen, I know he's only averaging 22, 23ish, but let's not pretend that we done forgot who Zion was. He's got a killer post game, soft touch around the basket while also being a physical bully. I don't know how that works. Then he's both fast and quick for his size, and he's only becoming better in all of these departments. So yeah, I mean, really, man, come on, Zion is him, we all know it. But yeah, anyway, let me end this video off getting back to the question of how good are the Pelicans? Like, where will they finish when it comes to the postseason? Now, Pelicans fans, I know I've been on y'all side, but unfortunately, this is where we part ways, because I do believe the 4-seed Clippers, who y'all are matched up with, would defeat y'all in a playoff series. And it's kind of tricky because, yeah, I know y'all won the season series. Y'all went 3-1. Y'all deserve credit for that. However, in the playoffs, it's a different game. And I just believe the experience between PG, Kawhi, and Harden, man, it's no way they get bounced out. It's just no way. But I would not count the Pelicans out. It would be close. Between their starters like CJ and Ingram, who are borderline all-stars, also bench pieces like Trey Murphy, who's been hooping ever since he got back from injury, Jordan Hawkins, even Jose Alvarado. Man, they could get interesting. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, y'all, that's about it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching as always. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Zion and the Pelicans down below in the comments. Y'all know I'll be responding even to the hate, going back and forth. We be having good convo. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. See you on the next one, and I'm out.